From KRIS TV, this is KRIS6 News at 10.
Some big changes are coming to this year's Nueces County Junior Livestock Show after positive drug tests rocked last year's show.
Find out what the board is introducing for this year's show to prevent a repeat of last year. Good evening. We'll get to that story in just a moment, but first, some heartbreaking news for the family of a young woman who's been missing for several months now.
Corpus Christi police confirmed that a body found today is that of 21-year-old Brianna Wood. She was last seen in October. KRIS6 News reporter Nikila Pradier is live in the newsroom tonight with more on today's grim discovery.
Well, Jen, after nearly 3 months of investigating, it would be a tip from a Nueces County jail inmate that would lead authorities to Brianna Wood's remains. Sheriff Jim Kalin tells us that inmate was interviewed by CCPD detectives yesterday, and he told police he had been paid to dispose of a woman's body. This morning, that inmate took police to a piece of abandoned property here near FM 666 and FM 1833, which is south of Blunser. That's where Wood's remains were found. The medical examiner will determine exactly how she died. Now, it was back in the fall that Brianna's mother reported her missing, saying she last saw her daughter on October 11th. Investigators also say Wood was seen at a PMI store on Tonkawa with a 25-year-old man before she disappeared. Now, the inmate who tipped off police is back in jail, but on an unrelated charge. So far, there have been no arrests in connection to Wood's death. So tonight, CCPD continues its investigation with assistance from the Texas Rangers. In the newsroom, Nikila Pradier, KRIS6 News.
Nikila, thank you. Well, the Nueces County Junior Livestock Show Board is making some changes for this year's show in light of the controversy surrounding last year's show. As we've reported, a number of animals tested positive for drugs. The board met tonight at its headquarters in Robstown. That's where KRIS6 News reporter Andrew Ellison is joining us live tonight. And Andrew, what kind of changes is the board making?
Jen, among other changes, the board is creating a drug test review and appeals panel made up of people who are outside the organization but familiar with livestock. The panel will determine ultimate guilt or innocence and how harsh a penalty to impose. As we've reported, 9 animals from last year's show tested positive for drugs. The board won't say which animals, if any, were winners and which kids were involved, since those kids are minors. Upon learning the news, some people were concerned about the integrity of the livestock show, not to mention many of these animals end up on the meat market. This year, the board has focused on better educating the junior participants, and at least one board member has told us the drug issues never posed a safety risk. Those who suggested these changes say it's not a perfect solution, but it's a start to improve things. This year's livestock show starts on Monday. Lee, Jen.
All right, Andrew, thank you. Well, fire investigators are still trying to determine the cause of a huge fire that